Hey, Wimbo World Entertainment, and the Batman Part 2 is filming now, and now we're getting more behind the scenes images and two videos. Yeah, there's two videos. One of them seems to be a stunt. Now, we're not 100% sure whether this is actually being filmed or whether this is doing the test runs, so we're going to find out, but the images are interesting. So it seems to be the stuntman on top of a squad car. Now, the indication is that the guy on top of the car will be Batman. It's just he's not in the bat suit, but it's because it's the guy who was Robert Pattinson's stunt double in The Batman. It's him, so everything is leaning towards it being that it's going to be Batman on top. The other thing you'll notice is we know the movie's a winter setting. There's no snow. Sort of. Yeah, one of the images I noticed, the squad car actually does have a bit of snow on the windshield, but the area, and like they're filming in Liverpool, I believe it is, and you will see there's no snow anywhere. So the videos, so this is the first video that was put out. So there's the squad car, and you can see there's a hole in the driver's side on the windshield, and there's the guy getting tied to it. Now, here's the thing. He doesn't seem to be tied to that squad car. So, there's the squad car. He was tied to a different car. So, it's kind of like, is he meant to be on top of this one, or what way are they doing it? Not 100% sure. So this is around Liverpool, and you notice no snow. Then there's this one off the squad car that's been out there with, this time it doesn't have the lights on it, but you can see there's the hole in the driver's side. There's the snow on the windshield. So it's interesting to kind of figure out what is going on. And then the images now have the bat symbol and stuff like this, which this is funny actually, because bat symbol, people are thinking it's changed. Now there you can see him on top of that squad car, so it's interesting. Is this part him filming or not? We're not 100% sure, but the article reads saying, by the way, just before we go into the article, and as you're seeing the images and stuff, don't forget to hit the sub button, people, and the like button and the share button, and of course that little bell, so you get to know when videos like this are going to come out. I don't normally say it, but I suppose we should be saying it. So if you don't mind, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and hit that sub button and all those other buttons, and of course you can check out memberships and stuff. And if you're returning, make sure you're still subbed and have that little bell hit, and hit that like button and the hype button and all those buttons. But let's dive into this. So, oh, by the way, there's conversations that come up in this about the bat suit, and I do have questions about that. So it says, second unit filming for The Batman Part 2 took place in Liverpool, England last night, and the Caped Crusader has been spotted on set. Well, sort of. Rick English, who served as Robert Pattinson's Batman stunt double in 2022's The Batman, was photographed atop a police car. He wasn't in costume as such. Instead, he seemed to be wearing a stunt suit of some sort. That suggests this may have even been a test run before principal photography begins next month. And we can't imagine filmmaker Matt Reeves would want this to be our first look at the Batsuit. Now, they're talking here about the Batsuit, and he wouldn't want it to be the first look of the Batsuit. And that's where I have the question. Is the Batsuit changing? Is it going to evolve? I hope it does. Now, I don't hate the Robert Pattinson Batsuit, but I do have some issues with it. Being one of the main things I don't like is actually the cowl. I'm not a big fan of the kind of stitched lines in the cowl. I get what they're going for, but it's just, yeah, it's weird. It took time to kind of get a little used to it. I still just don't particularly like that particular cowl. I'm not a big fan of the collar either, or the gauntlet yokes on his arms. But one of the biggest issues, I think, is his lower half, because he's literally just in a pair of biker boots, cargo pants, and some knee pads, and it's like he really just has like a generic biker look to it. So it's kind of, I'd hope the Batsuit evolves. So we'd have to wait and see. So this is saying, based on what what's been revealed, we can surmise that the Dark Knight will end up fighting the Gotham City Police Department in the Batman Part 2. That was also the case during the first movie, of course, and it may be tied to Mayor Bella Real's newly formed task force. Now that's the thing, we don't know why he's on top of the car, or who realistically is on top of the car. So could Two-Face be driving the car? Could there be some other villain? This could be like an opening scene to show where Batman was during the Penguin series. Like, this is his first outing, this is the first mission he's on since at the end of the Penguin we saw the bat signal go up again. And maybe it's, just some thug has stolen a Gotham PD car. That could be as simple as it is. And it's saying, like, either way, it looks a lot like Batman somehow ends up on top of this cruiser and punches a hole through the windshield. And yeah, that is the thing. Like, there's the hole in the windshield. There seems to be him on top of the car. Then again, I ask that question again. Is it Batman that's on top of the car? Is it Batman going after the Gotham PD? Or is it someone else on top of the car going after the Gotham PD? Or is it Batman on top of the car going after a villain that's in the car, or just some thug? I've also now just noticed that there's actually snow in the grill as well. So I don't know what way they're going to actually do the snow, whether they're going to put it in digitally or not, because of course they're filming in the UK. The first image we got was Matt Reeves sharing the behind the scenes images, or the test footage that they seem to be filming of the Batmobile, and we very much saw snow and that. And I asked the question, like, is that being filmed in a studio, or is that out in the street somewhere? I'm not sure. And when you see this stuff, you're kind of questioning, like, is this going to be the winter setting? How are they going to put the winter setting in there? So obviously it's summertime, or we're coming into the summertime, and it's going to be quite warm. So I doubt they're going to spray Liverpool with fake snow. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's digitally added in and something. It's just interesting that you can see it on the squad car. So you can see it there on the grille and on the windshield. So clearly it is in the winter. But overall, I think the videos are interesting. So again, like, he's tied to one car. Like, there's that car with the signs on it this time, but he's tied to a different car on this one. But then we're also seeing footage of him on the other car. So I don't quite know what way they're doing this, but I find it interesting anyway. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's interesting, or are you looking forward to it? Who do you think is in the car and on the car and all of that kind of stuff? Do let me know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I shall catch you in the next one.